Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm jacobleabig, and I apologize that I haven't been posting as frequently or I haven't been making videos at all, even to this channel. And this channel is a priority to me. I've just been extremely busy with school. I know that's an excuse, and I'm going to fix that. I'm going to prioritize and be making videos more frequently and on time every single Friday. So, video, I wanted to talk about 10 things about me. My biggest fear would have to be the fear of losing stuff. I will check a million times when I get up from somewhere to make sure that I didn't forget anything, that being my phone, my pencils, wallet, keys, just anything. And I will look like a weirdo. I'll look back a million times, and I know for a fact people look at me and they think that I'm weird, but I don't care. I do not want to lose anything. So it's kind of one of my fatal flaws, I guess. Favorite food would have to be toasted ravioli. I really like toasted ravioli. It's delicious. If you've never had the toasted ravioli, it's a St. Louis dish, and what it is a deep fried ravioli covered in breadcrumbs and Parmesan cheese, or it's sprinkled with Parmesan cheese, and then you dip it in marinara sauce, and it is delicious. St. Louis, make sure that you go to the Hill, or where I always go is in the Valley. They have an Emo's Pizza / gas station. You go there, get like a batch of 6, or you can get a batch of 12. I usually get the batch of 12, and you just ask them to make the batch fresh, and you just get an Arizona tea, and you're in heaven. Song would have to be Fast Car by Tracy Chapman. I think Fast Car is such an incredible song because in the beginning of the song you have this person who's hopeful and, hopeful for her life, that even though she had a bad childhood, that she's going to make it better and that she's going to have a wonderful life with her boyfriend. And it ends up not being that way. It ends up that her boyfriend ends up being a drunk like her own father, and that she kind of basically says, you know what, I'm done with you, I'm taking the kids and I'm going to leave. And I really like that about the story, or the song, story / song. But I also like the fact that I at least think that Fast Car is kind of a metaphor for her life. That in the beginning it was fun and it was being in this fast car, but as she kept going through her life, that she didn't want to be in a fast car anymore. She needed to slow down, and they needed to live life and think about their responsibility and reality. And her husband or boyfriend, I don't know if it was her husband or boyfriend, that he didn't want to do that. He wanted to go drink with his friends and, party, basically. And she didn't want to do that. She wanted to raise her kids. My favorite vegetable would have to be a tomato. And that sounds really, really weird, but I just love tomatoes. I love ketchup, and I love putting tomatoes in salads. And I also actually just like to eat tomatoes by themselves. That's very strange, but especially when they're right off the vine, they just taste fantastic. When I was 6 years old, I wanted to be a zookeeper. I do not want to be a zookeeper anymore. Not bad-mouthing zookeepers out there. You guys protect our wildlife, and that's amazing. But I just don't want to do that. But I would like to someday be able to give back, to help wildlife, but just not in that way of being a zookeeper. My favorite designer would have to be Calvin Klein. I like the fact that it's just very simple and modern, and that everybody can wear it, and I really like that about Calvin Klein. But at the same time, I also like the fact that I like kind of like the 90s Calvin Klein, like with the big logos and with the big, like it says Calvin Klein jeans. I actually have a Calvin Klein jean hat that says like Calvin Klein across. It's a really cool one that you've probably seen a million times, but I have one of those, and I just think it is one of the coolest hats ever. And I want to get one of the sweatshirts that say that as well. My favorite fast food place would have to be Taco Bell. I love their crunchy tacos, and I also like their Cinnabons, their cinnamon twists, and just all their other delicious stuff that they have there. I have actually been going to the same Taco Bell since I was 4 years old. Fun fact. But yeah, I've always loved Taco Bell. My favorite animal would have to be a tiger. What fascinates me about them is that they're so incredibly dangerous. And I know that if I would ever get in a cage with them, they would kill me within 2 seconds. But I think that's what excites me, is that they're so beautiful, but at the same time, they're so incredibly dangerous. My favorite book would have to be Holes. I like Holes because it's kind of, I look at a good story like a tree, that you have the main trunk of the story, and then you have all these individual branches that go off of the main trunk. And I like the fact that in the story holes is that you have Stanley Yelnaz's story, and then you have all these other stories kind of like going off of his. But at the very end of the book, you understand why there's all these other stories, and that they actually all, you know, they work together and they make up the bigger story. My favorite color would have to be black. I like black because you can't spill anything on it, and if you do spill anything on it, you can't see it. It's just great. And also everybody looks good in black. But I actually used to not like black. My favorite color when I was really, really little used to be yellow, like bright, bright yellow. And then my favorite color turned to orange, like pumpkin orange. And I actually had a Hollister jacket that was orange, and some of the kids in my class used to call me Pumpkin. So that kind of made me stop liking orange. And then I liked red, like really, really bright red, and then that's when I slowly got into black, that I really liked the color black. Hopefully you guys like this video. You guys click like down below, subscribe, and watch out for next week's video. Okay, bye!